Welcome back. Great to have you all back for Fill Your Cup in 5. Today, we're continuing our conversation on the myth of multitasking, but with some specificity and talking about what really can work, time blocks. I am Linda Mitchell with Linda Mitchell Coaching and Healing, here with my good friend Bertha.
Yes, Bertha Robinson with Star One Professional Services, and I love this topic.
Yeah.
So I share with clients all the time that time blocking is the way to go. If we really want to achieve more, we want to time block. And when I say time block, it's literally written in my paper planner, and it's also in my electronic calendar. And there are 3 blocks. There's a strategic time block, which is anything related to revenue building. So it's speaking with a prospect, a client, anything related to bringing in revenue into the business. The second one is buffer time. Buffer time is responding to emails or sending emails, voicemails. Maybe you have to set up some time for some activity where you need to write something out, or maybe a process that you're then going to send out in an email. You take that time in buffer time. And then the breakout time, which happens to be one of my favorites, when I'm looking out the window and seeing what a beautiful day it is, you literally break out of your business. That's the time that you get out for a walk, or you spend some time with family, or if you want to go out and do something with friends, that's the time that you get out. That's really not related to business, but at the end of the day, it's absolutely related, because if you have joy and health, it's related to your bottom line. What do you think, Linda?
Bingo on that last point. I mean, all of those are so true, but yes, we have to stay healthy and nurtured in other ways, right? And so what you call the breakout time, I call creative time, because that I literally block in time to just sit, sometimes look out the window, daydream, meditate, reflect, just create. Sometimes I just get there and, a blank piece of paper and doodle. It is creative time where the brain does not have to be engaged in any one thing, but is allowed to go wherever it is supposed to go, and just trust. And for sure, that's where I take the time to go outside and reward myself for the work I've done in the other 2 blocks, right?
Yes.
So important. And I think it is part of productivity. It totally is. And it's so much easier, don't you think, that it's so much easier to stay focused and on task when you are blocking the time and you know what is expected of you in that block of time. It's so much easier to put the distractions away.
Yes.
Stop answering the texts like Pavlov's dog. When it rings, you go, oh, I've got to answer my text. I know I find myself feeling more ease about it because I've actually blocked the time out.
Yes. You don't get lost in social media.
Right.
Unless that's what you have in your strategy to work on your social media. Correct. Or in your creative time block, as you mentioned. So if you are committed to what you've written down, then you can also reward yourself when you track. You go back at the end of the day, and then at the end of the week, and you see the commitments that you've met to yourself. Right. You really can see that you will get so much more done. And I can say that if you do this, even in the first 4 hours, the first half of the day, you'll be able to see all the productivity that by noon or 1 o'clock in your day, you'll be able to say, wow, look at all that I've accomplished. I can really shut down now. I can go for a walk. I can go for a run.
Right. Exactly.
Reward yourself.
Yeah. I think rewarding yourself is so important. We're so good at focusing on what we missed, what we didn't do right, what we could have changed. And all of that is important, but not to solely focus on that. We have to reward ourselves for the little things that we do right and the big things that we do right. And I think time blocking is a great way to keep us focused on one task, because at the end of the day, you're going to look and say, wow, I really did get a lot done. I mean, I can vouch for this myself because I'm a recovering multitasker,
Yes.
And it's something you can slip back into very easily if you're not careful.
Absolutely. What keeps me on the straight and narrow is writing out in my written paper planner and in my calendar, my electronic calendar, making sure I have those blocks and I know who I'm meeting, what I'm doing in those times, and I'm all the better for it.
Yeah. And I will also add that if you take 5, maybe 10 minutes at the end of your day to block your time out for the following day, it goes so much more smoothly. It goes so worth it. Definitely.
Yes. I love that idea. That's great. I tend to do mine for the whole week. And that time I would use to track my activity to see how well I did in the day. Fantastic. But it works. And I love that we're having this conversation. Hopefully it works for you all listening audience.
I encourage you to at least give it a shot for at least a week to get into the groove and see how it's working for you. It is super.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.